Alright, what's good YouTube, and welcome to WPF Week 1 Team Builder before the match. Yeah, we are finally gonna start up our WPF Season 13. And in our first matchup, we're gonna be playing against someone we haven't played in a while, but they are a long-term member of the WPF, the same as us, and that is Majora, which is also our moderator for the attack division, which is the one we are playing in. And Majora is, of course, coach of the Louisville Noibats. And I'm very excited about playing against Majora again, though I'm not that excited about playing against this team because he got first pick overall and he picked up Terra Spectria. So his team consists of Spectria with Sneasler, PALAFIN, Cinderace, Donphan, Hisuian Gudra, Rotom, Hisuian Braviary, and Crocodile at the end. I love that Crocodile pick at the end. I don't know why, I just feel like it's so cool. Yeah, he got Terra Spectria, which multiple people have been saying is probably the best mon in the format, and honestly I kind of see it because Spectria is one of those mons where it was really good when it only had access to Ghost, Dark, and I think like one normal move or something like that. And now when it has access to any move in Terra Blast, because Terra Blast is allowed, I'm like 99% sure. Terra Blast is allowed. And also just being able to go into like a fairy type so you can get stabbed draining kits, because it does get draining kits now. Or going into like a normal type so you don't get hit by other ghost type moves. Stuff like that is just making Spectria a lot more of an issue to deal with. And I'm gonna be honest, we do not have anything that can deal with Spectria on our team. So we're going with a little bit of a different approach. Now, besides the Spectria, I think the second biggest threat offensively is by far probably the PALAFIN, though I do have two very good mons against PALAFIN, being Among Us and Slowbro, so I could actually even see Majora not bringing it. I'm hoping he does bring it, but if he doesn't, I kind of understand it. Sneasler can also be a little bit of an issue, but with me having used the Sneasler myself in SDL, I kind of understand what you can do with it and what you can't. And to me, it's a little underwhelming, but I do think it can be very good as well. We do have several mons that can outspeed it though, so unless it's an unburdened set, which I could very much see him running on unburdened set, I do believe we have a good chance against the Sneasler. I'm not too worried about Cinderace too much. Again, I feel like I have good pivots for it. Donphan, I think, is coming just because you want to have your ground immunity against Eleki. And I think Gudra Hisui is probably the mon I'm the most nervous about, besides maybe Spectria. Spectria I'm nervous about because I know I can't do anything about it. Gudra is one of those where I think I can do something about it, but man, do I also have to just play well. If he goes in, gets a +2 defense up or something like that, it can be very difficult to break that Gudra, like just in general. Even though we do have like Garchomp and other monsters that can hit it, that Gudra is a menace. I think Rotom has a small chance of coming just because it can be like a secondary assist to Eleki. It can also just be a good pivot to some mons. I think Hisuian Braviary, if it comes, can be an issue, but we do have good offensive threats to it, so I don't think it necessarily comes. And I don't think Crocodile comes. But if Crocodile comes, you know, respect to Majora. But I guess we can go into our own team so we can talk a little bit about how I think we can beat him. And first up on our team, we're going to have our captain. We're going to have Tom the Shin Power. So we're going to be going with the Tom, Jerry, and Spike. And you can kind of maybe guess who's who. But this is Tom the Shin Power. Heavy duty boots, Sword of Ruin, Crunch, Ice Spinner, Sucker Punch, and Sega Sword. 14 HP, 2 in attack, and 216 speed with Jolly Nature. So we're running just dual stab with Sacred Sword and then Sucker Punch for priority because I don't really need that much else. You can make the argument to go for like Ice Shard to hit them, stuff like a Scarf Rotom for instance and whatnot, but if it's Scarf Rotom, I have a good chance of just clicking Sucker Punch anyway. And I think Sucker Punch overall is just a little bit better to hit some more stuff like Cinderace, if I know Spectria is gonna hit like an attacking move, stuff like that. But realistically, I'm just gonna click Crunch, Ice Spinner, and Sacred Sword for most of the time. Sucker Punch is more so of in case of emergency, but yeah, it's just very standard Shin Power here at the beginning. I want to see what this mon can offer before I really try and do some stuff with like Sword Stance, Choice Band, and all that. Right now, I'm just running like very standard heavy duty boots. And next up, we have Edison, the Regieleki of Life Orb Transistor, Terra Blast, Volt Switch, Wild Charge, and Thunderbolt. 208 in attack, 252 in special attack, and 48 in speed with a rash nature, not modest, rash. The reason we're running this is because we're speed creeping a Choice Scarf Rotom should it come. But also, and almost more importantly, we're just outspeeding the entirety of our opponent's team. And I thought about running Choice Scarf Regieleki. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it just so we can outpace an Agility Spectria or a Unburdened Sneasler. But I think being locked with Regieleki would be not the greatest. I would rather be able to switch up my moves in some scenarios because that can be a little bit more important. Now, Main issue is I don't think Regieleki would ever win this game because PALAFIN with Jet Punch is going to hurt a lot. I think Gudra and Donphan are going to be way too difficult to try and break through for this thing. Even Rotom to some extent, though. Rotom I'm not as worried about. So I think this is mostly just here to do a lot of damage. We can hit pretty hard with like a Life Orb Thunderbolt. If he doesn't bring the Donphan, we can kind of just fire them off. And we have Terra Blast fighting. So if you notice, this is fighting because I'm more worried about being able to hit the Gudra than I am the Donphan. Terra Blast fighting is still going to do, I think a max Spadef Donphan still takes about 40% from a Terra Blast fighting, and that's fine with me. That's more than I could ask for, I think. So that's why I'm going to be running the Terra Blast fighting, because I would rather hit the Gudra. And if Spectria decides to go into like a Terra ground to avoid our electric moves, we can still hit with the Terra fighting. So I'm kind of like pretty confident in Edison this week. As I said, it's not going to win the game. It is just here to do a lot of damage. Next up, we have Chomnado, the Garchomp with Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, Spikes, and stuff like. Yeah, we are doing a bulky Garchomp, 248 in HP, 180 in defense, and 80 in speed with Jolly Nature. I believe I am speed creeping the Rotom, max speed Rotom, without any like Trick Scarf or anything. Just, which I'm realizing now, why am I doing that when the only move I can hit the Rotom with is Dragon Tail? I might quickly switch some EVs up on the Garchomp. Garchomp was one of the first mons I made because I knew I wanted to have a bulky Garchomp. It helps with Sneasel, it helps with Cinderace and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to run it. But I'm now realizing I probably shouldn't have speed for Rotom when I can't hit it anyway, besides Dragon Tail, which is a negative priority move. But yeah, we're just here to vomit out some hazards, maybe Dragon Tail some stuff around so we can get some hazard gain going. It's pretty much just here to be a bulky Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet nuisance for our opponent. Next up, we have Jade, the Metacam with Choice Scarf, Pure Power, Ice Punch, Psycho Cut, Close Combat, and Baton Pass. 8 in HP, 2v2, and attack 176 speed with a Jolly Nature. We're running Ice Punch because we need to be able to hit the Hisuian, what's it called, Braviary. Psycho Cut and Close Combat are both 4 times. No, Psycho Cut is 2 times resisted, and Close Combat I think is 4 times resisted. So we want to have Ice Punch just in case of emergency. And Ice Punch is better than stuff like Rock Slide because it means we can also hit like the Donphan and the Rotom, where Rock Slide would literally only hit the Braviary. And this is probably one of our best mons to just deal with the Gudra. This can also, by the way, outspeed a Spectria that is not like boosted in any way. Though I think Spectria is either going to come with agility or it's going to come with substitute. It's one of the two. It's not going to be just raw as this. I refuse to believe that. But yeah, this is very good at just breaking a lot of mons. He doesn't switch into a close combat. If Braviary is not there, he doesn't switch into a close combat very well, like unless he expects it with Spectria. But if he does that and I end up clicking Psycho Cut, he's taking a chunk of damage. We want Oko, but he's taking a chunk of damage. Next up, we have Shataka the Amoonguss with Rocky Helmet, Regenerator, Giga Drain, Stomping Tantrum, Toxic, and Spore. 248 in HP, 232 in defense, 28 in special defense with a relaxed nature. The speed isn't really important in this thing because the slowest thing he has that I think he's bringing is like Donphan, and yeah, it's not worth running speed for that. But we're running Giga Drain, Stomping Tantrum because Giga Drain is just overall like our best move. Stomping Tantrum hits the mons that Giga Drain won't in Gudra and PALAFIN. Then you can say, oh, there's Rotom, but I mean, I can Toxic at Rotom, so I'm not too worried about that. And we're running Toxic and Spore because I want to like Spore something, right? Put something to sleep, and then he's like, okay, so now Mon is asleep, I can go in on this. I can still Toxic at that point. Now, of course, if it's Sneasler, you know, I can't Toxic, but we have Stomping Tantrum for that. I will say, I really hope Majora doesn't see the set that I use myself against the Amoonguss in SDL. I really don't hope he sees that. If he does, well, fair play to Majora. I might lose to that, but you know, it is what it is. And lastly, we have our Wincon Kuma with Slowbro, Kuma the Slowbro, Sipberry, Regenerator, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Slack Off, and Calm Mind. 248 in HP, 212 in defense, 48 in special defense with a bold nature. So if you look at Majora, which how we didn't spot this during the power ranking, I don't know. But if you look at Majora's team, he does not possess a Dark type whatsoever. Like, yeah, he can go Dark Spectria, like Dark Terra Spectria, but I don't think that's the play this week. I feel like going, honestly, maybe just Ghost and just hope Mousehold doesn't come, or go Fairy is like fine for this matchup. Maybe go like Psychic so you can hit like stuff like the Amoonguss or something like that. I don't know. I don't feel like Dark is the correct choice. Maybe Dark could come. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. This can kind of just win. If I can come in on something like, let's say a Cinderace, I can get like a clean switch in, and I can just start setting up Calm Minds. He doesn't have a whole lot of ways to stop me. Like, he legitimately does not have that many ways to stop a a Coal Mining Slowbro. I opted to go for Psychic over Stored Power because I don't want to be reliant on having to have the Coal Mines up, or rather just have the Psychic that can do a little bit of damage. Because I even thought about running like a Choice Spec Psychic Slowbro just because it hits very, very hard and his only resist is the Gudra, which is fine. We can run like we could run like Body Press or something for that if I need to. But honestly, this can kind of set up on the Gudra as well, because if Gudra is Iron Defense Body Press, which I do fear it could be, then we take, even a +6, we take like a third. We take like 30% or something like that. So I can just set up on that, hit it with a Shadow Ball, it should do a lot of damage. So yeah, that's our team this week. Sorry if the team builders got a little bit longer than I thought, but there was a lot of things I wanted to say. Also, don't mind if the layout looks a little awkward or whatnot. I have to like speed make it because I forgot to make one, so I quickly did it before we have to play. And I might change some stuff here and there for the next game. But yeah, as always, if you like the video so far, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment with your thought of the team builder, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. I'm now heading to the battle, so peace, YouTube. Alright, what's good, YouTube, and welcome to WPF Week 1 match. We're going up against Majora, coach of the Louisville Noibats. And he brought the Spectre, the Palafin, the Cinderace, the Sneasel, the Gudra, and the Donphan. Pretty much what I expected. It is very, very offensive. Let's just say that. Like, shoo, Jesus, man. Okay, what's like my best lead here? I kind of want to lead like Metacam because I feel like it leads very well into most of his team. Right? I feel like lead Metacam might actually lead into pretty much everything. Because like I don't think you would expect it. If it leads Donphan, I do think I would prefer to swap because I don't want to get knocked off. If he leads Sneasler, I think Sneasler has a good chance of being Choice Scarf itself. Do I take a Gong Shot? Do I take a Gong Shot from a Scarf Sneasler? Like, that's the one thing I hate with the Hisuian mons, right? That you have to like write everything down because they don't have sets. I just don't. Okay, I don't. Because I think Sneasler has a... I could lead Garchomp, but I do think Palafin lead has a small chance. I'm leading Metacam, just hoping. It's the Sneasler lead, okay. It's a 31% chance to Oko. I could click Psycho Cut, which would just straight up kill him, of course. Okay, you can't... So, as you can see, I have like... I started doing this like, I think a week or two ago, where I have like an... I got like a new, not custom, but like more specific background for Showdown. But the battle space is a little bit bigger than normal. So I was trying to adjust it to my current to the layout, and you can see the moves. You can kind of see them. Okay, question here is, do we risk the the roll of the Gong Shot? Because I'm pretty sure he has to be Jolly to outspeed Eleki, right? He would have to be Jolly to outspeed an Eleki, I think. Yeah, no, he 100% has to be Jolly too. Because there's no way I think he's gonna be, I kind of want to risk it and just click Psycho Cut, because what do you go into here? You don't have a good switch. He fakes out, okay. Okay, that means he's probably not Choice Scarf at that point. And I can like pick my move again, but I still think Psycho Cut is just the best deal. Unless I want to just go... Like, I can also close combat because it's a 2-hit KO. Though I do die to a... what's it called? A Gong Shot now. I do die to a Gong Shot. I'll have to try and remember that. Is it Sash? It could be a Sash lead, actually. I don't think that's completely out of the possibility here. Like Sash on Burden, and then I'll lose Metacam. That is kind of bad, but then I deal with Gudra way less. He goes Donphan, that's fine. We Psycho Cut. I'm running Psycho Cut over Send Headbutt because first of all I didn't want to miss, but also I didn't want to, what's it called? I don't want to take like Rocky Helmet Chip and whatnot if he should be that. Okay, so this took, how much? It took 37%. Yeah, that looks like it's probably Spit F Donphan. Man, if I click Close Combat, that would have been a 2-shot. Then he would have just gone Spectre at that point. I want to go Shitage, our Amoonguss here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Amoonguss. He didn't bring the Rotom, so Spore is like very, very free, right? He could... I feel like he could knock off here because he might not value health on this thing, right? If he has a safety goggles mount, I guess now is when he goes for it, right? Mungus, so he got his rocks up, but that's fine because we don't really like. Our team doesn't care that much about rocks. We have boots and pow, Medican resist, Chomp resist, and Amoongus and Slowbro regenerate mounts. It's an Edison when it becomes a fighting type would also resist it, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna Spore on this incoming Cinderace. Okay. So Cinderace is asleep. That's pretty good for us. I wonder, does he stay in here? Because I can try and Stomping Tantrum. Because I don't think he would get it. If he gets like a first turn wake up, you know, that's annoying. But it is what it is. I guess I'll take it. What would your switch to this be? Goodra at this point, right? Like a Goodra is so free. So I kind of want to go Garchomp. Like a hard Garchomp here. Yeah, I'm going to go Garchomp. Hard Garchomp. He didn't switch. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so Cinderace. Do I prioritize? I think I want to. Oh, but oh, man, Earthquake is so free. Like, oh, I have to go on the Earthquake here, right? There's no way I don't. Right? Like, there's no. I really want to click them. I think Donphan actually takes 2 hits. That's kind of annoying. Also, sorry if you can hear something in my background. It's my cat. She wants attention. Not right now. Not. Hey, oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry if you can hear her. She's like in the background. Man, if I was like offensive Garchomp right now, this would be an opportunity and a half. Holy shit. Do I just EQ? Or do I wanna? I guess Spikes is slightly better. I think I'm gonna get Spikes up. He woke up, and he will always. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Will-O-Wisp Cinderace, huh? Okay. You really. I mean, I think Cinderace might live if. Like, yeah, probably. Wow, yeah, because we're not an offensive Garchomp, so he definitely would live. I mean, this is fine. I think I'm gonna get another Spike layer up. I think. My guess is he's gonna. Oh wait, he could have Core Change. Yeah, I'm not gonna put up one more layer because if he has Core Change, I don't want to change them around. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna Detail. If I'm being honest, he takes Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet here. Takes a bunch of damage. Well, okay, I missed. Never mind then. Yeah, I was just trying to help his PALAFIN getting out. That's annoying. So we do die from a, what's it called, an Ice Punch from here. I mean, he's gonna swap, right? I don't think there's a scenario where he doesn't swap. I don't really want to go slow, bro. Just because I don't think he has a way of dealing with it. Like, I really don't think he has much of a way of dealing with slow, bro. Right? It's like, how much, like, I'm trying to, like, weigh out if I lose my Cassette Berry to knock off Donphan, right? Like, how high do I need to be to take a Shadow Ball from Spectria? I don't think it's Specs. Actually, it could be Specs. Specs isn't, like, terrible against us. Yeah, in order to confidently live a Shadow Ball, I need to be, like, +2, if I'm being honest. Okay, my thing is, I think he's switching here. He's switching to either Donphan, I think. Man, this is such a matchup where like one like little mistake and I kind of think I just lose in a lot of scenarios. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you're Trishka for this, but I don't know. I don't know if you're banned. You could be banded. Banded wouldn't be like terrible. Yeah. I wanna go Metacam if I'm being honest. Then again, you probably flip turn if I'm being completely honest. You probably flip turn. I'm gonna go Hachitaka here. Even if he Ice Punch, that's fine. Yeah, he takes a lot of the. Of course. Okay, that's really annoying. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, he took the Rocky Helmet damage, right? Oh, that's really... yeah. Not what I wanted, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to stay in, right? Man, if I gone slow... no, if I gone slow run here, frozen me, I actually would have been way sad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna... he gets a free switch here. That's like the most annoying part of it. Yeah, so he goes Spectre. Please wake. Yeah, no, this might be GG. This might already be GG just because he got the freeze and that's the GG. Like, that's so... If you my guess is you're gonna be Terra fighting. Terra Fairy could be as well. Terra Blast. I'm just kind of thinking here if I give up my my Shin Power already, right? Because I don't think Shin Power is that good this matchup, if I'm being honest. Like, I brought it, but I don't think it's the greatest. So I'm like going hard Shin Power on the substitute, right? Yeah, go hard Shin Power on the substitute. Break whatever he wants to, like, break before he can hit me. Terra Fighting would absolutely blow me back, even if he's Terra Fairy, would absolutely blow me backwards, right? Yeah, completely. Oh wait, that's Fairy Wind. I didn't change the Terra Type, it's changed like Fairy Wind to... Yeah, Terra Fairy would blow me backwards as well. So I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna go hard Shin Power, yeah. I think he substitutes. Yeah. Thought so. I'm gonna Ice Spinner on the off chance that he's either fighting or fairy, one of the two, right? Because I just need to, right now I just need to break the draining kiss. That's very much to my, okay, that's to my advantage, okay. Because I live somehow. Unbelievably. Okay, so he didn't Terra then. I wonder if he's gonna Terra now. I want to go Ice Spinner for the neutral hit again, in case he Terras. He could be... No, he's leftover, so he's not Cobra Berry 100% of it. Oh my god. Getting frozen on the Moongus is kind of bad. Especially because his team is very, very momentum heavy, right? Okay, what's the... If he does go Terra Fighting and Terra Fairy, right? And I crunch... That is kind of bad, because he can actually potentially put himself behind a substitute then. There's like going for Ice Spinner just because it does decent damage might be just better for me. Also, with him being Draining Kiss, I don't think he's gonna be Terra... he could be Fairy then actually at that point. But then why wouldn't you just run Terra Black? I don't know. Yeah, so it is substitute. I kind of figured it would be substituting this thing. It's 50. Like, I want to click Crunch, but if he's Fairy, as I think he might be... Ice Spinner. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna click Ice Spinner. He is fighting. Okay, whew. Thank you. It was fighting. I kind of figured this is what it was gonna be. Oh my god, he got so much health back, man. Jesus. I can go Lecky. He's Terra Fighting. How much does Lecky Terra Fighting to a Terra Fighting? I do 51 to... Stop. I'm sorry, I'm not sure you can hear it, but I'm getting like kind of annoyed by my cat right now. Like, so, you know, it is what it is. I can go Metacam. Well, actually, he knows I'm Church Scarf. I'm gonna go Metacam, I think. Just because I think Metacam is an overall better bet here. If he goes Gudra, I think I'm just gonna hard into Bro after that. Yeah, I'm just gonna Saga Cut. So he goes Dawnfan. Is that a 2-hit KO? I think that might be a 2-hit KO. With a crit, 100% of the time is. But I think that's a 2-hit KO anyway. Getting rid of this opens up the Leggy a lot. He could go Gudra if he wants to preserve this, I guess. Like, Gudra Hisui is like the biggest issue on this team right now, I think. Well, actually, no. The Spectria is by far also a massive issue, don't get me wrong. Like, I very much worry about that Spectria. He goes Palafin here, okay. Palafin. Jet Punch does... If he's banded, does 48 to 57 on this thing. He might think he can go to this because Amoongus got frozen. But he says 59%. Wait, I have a small chance to kill here. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the small Palafin, not the hero form. I hate that you had to switch over. Yeah, no, I die to Jet Punch always. I don't want to go Garchomp because I think that's so risky. I think it's so risky going Garchomp. Because I'm burnt, right? Like he'll kill me. But he'll take the Ruskin Rocket. Like, the only scenario where going Garchomp I think is bad is if he's substitute. And if he's also substitute on this, you know, there just wasn't that much I can do, right? Yeah, if he's like sub-bulk up at this point, you're showing Ice Punch, but if you're sub-bulk up, I feel like Slowbro actually beats you always, because I have Slag Off on this. Oh, but he could be... Nah, but if he's... No, with Ice Punch he won't be taunt, I think. Well, then he won't be substitute at least. Like, that's the minimum kind of thing. I want to go Garchomp, right? Just to try and have him take as much damage as possible. He is like bulk up. Okay, I'm gonna click detail. He has to try and hit me from here. Like, there's no now where he doesn't. He has to hit me. Otherwise, I'm facing you out. I've already shown Dragon Tail. Yeah. Oh my god, I lived. You kidding? Get out. This was like almost the best case scenario. Holy shit, this was really, really good for me. What the fuck? Wow, this was like really... Holy... Why would you click Jet Punch? Why would you click Jet... Oh, he thought I was faster? But wait, no, what? But... Okay, I still think that was weird. I was burned and you were ball gobbing. Why would you click Jet Punch? I don't understand that, actually. Now your PALAFIN is so weak. I think this is Slowbro time. I think it's Slowbro time. 100% of the time. I think it's Slowbro time. I mean, I'm just gonna... We might be setting up on each other here. If he has Dragon Tail, he shows us now, and that's gonna be very, very annoying. Right? But, you know, I think this is Slowbro time. I think 100% this is Slowbro time. Also, he's Terra Fighting Spectre. That means I can just Psychic that thing instead. I'm kind of interested in what he wants to go for here. Because I'm pretty sure I like did calcs and all. I like imagined this scenario coming up like a fair bit, right? And I'm like, even if he's... I'm Cassitberry, so I'm just gonna Psychic you here, I think. I'm Cassitberry for this specific scenario. Get you handed into this. Yeah, I'm already +1 on Slowbro. There's no way he can kill me or anything. Yeah, and plus he went Terra Fighting, so I can just click Psychic. Yeah, I'm just eat. That's it. Take it. Eat. Thank you. Can he beat Slowbro at this point? I think it comes down to what his Sneasler might be. PALAFIN. Yeah, okay, do you have grass? My guess is you have grass not on this point. You haven't shown anything. You're not... I don't know what you are, I'm gonna be honest. If you have grass knot... Right. Well, you're not... I have no idea what item this is. Do I Slack Off? Bro, I'm +1. This is the hero form. Even if he's like max special attack with like a weird naughty set. Yeah, no, it takes almost 0 damage from this. I'm gonna Slack Off. Did that matter? My guess is that's Iron Ball. Yeah, Iron Ball. That did not matter. I should have known this was Iron Ball. I should have known. I guess I can go... No. I guess I can go Regieleki here, right? Like a Jet Punch from this thing is gonna hurt. Right, but I outspeed everything he has. I don't think he's Choice Scarf on the sneeze. He could still be, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go Regieleki, I think. I think that's just the correct choice here. He's gonna Jet Punch me for like a billion fucking damage. Wait, Jet Punch almost takes me out from where I'm at. What? Holy shit. Yeah, no, Jet Punch I actually think takes me out. Well, I guess it depends if he's Jolly or Adamant. What would he be against my team? He's probably Adamant, actually. Basically, I would be switching... fuck, that's actually really, really bad. I should have thought this through a little bit more. That's really bad, because Jet Punch almost takes me out from where I'm at. That's really, really stupid. No, that fling. Okay, so crit didn't matter. I did check crit didn't matter, but I should have known. When he did it, because I've seen the fling tech before, so I'm actually really annoyed I didn't think about that. Yeah, no, I was at 56% as yeah, no, that I would never have lived. Yeah, so I switched my leg. That's really annoying because I basically traded Lecky for Oh, I misplaced so hard. Yeah, I have a feeling this is Choice. He fakes outs again. I have to wake up. That's like my best win con here, to wake up. I still might lose to the Gudra now. Diaclaw, please wake up. Please, for the love of everything, just... He's protected paths. He's protected paths. Okay. Good to know. He's protected paths on this thing. I just noticed. Fuck, I should have just hit him. I should have just hit him. I'm really annoyed. Fuck, I misplayed with the slow, bro. I should have just swapped. I knew there was a good chance this was gonna be I don't think Amoongus has a chance of winning ever. Diaclaw does 59 to 69 to Medicam. Yeah, that's too much of that. I don't think I can switch into that. I'm at what, 67? What's the roll at that point? If he's too jolly, it's an 81%. Yeah, no, I can't. I guess my best bet is to hope I wake up here and Stomping Tantrum him within Medicam's close combat range. Come on, wake up. Hey, up! I click Spore here, no matter what. I click Spore. If you substitute, that's GG, yeah. Okay, he earthquakes me. Medicam, the champion. Can you win here? I think you might. He hasn't shown anything, so he could be Chobble. I'm not gonna put it past him. I mean, I have to click close combat. I know I have to. I have no other choice. If Cinder is a Sucker Punch, do I die? Yeah, if he has Sucker Punch, I die. If he has Sucker Punch, I die. It's down to whether he has Sucker... Oh my god! The ability, I didn't even notice! Oh, I didn't even notice! No, man! Fuck. I didn't notice... Wow, so he really went with the, what's it called? The Dewey? Wow, he really went Dewey, man! That's annoying. But yeah. Big GG to Majora. As always, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, follow up the battle, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. Have a nice head out. Peace. YouTube.